death of boredom is art. The death of boredom is art. This is Picasso, Jasper, Jade, Tiger's Eye, Amethyst, some other kind of jasper in a disc. And this is the tutorial on how to do the craziest, weirdest piece. Freeform, crazy, insane. Follow along. 16 gauge, this is called German silver. It's a mixture of 3 different metals. It does not tarnish, it does not have nickel. It is very strong. It is a dull silver, but it's still nice. I'm cutting less than a foot, and I'm just gonna make a freeform shape. Kind of a pendant shape, but a little bit amorphous, meaning I'll have to Google what amorphous means. I really don't know. I heard someone use it once. Sounded cool. I'm going to say this is more amoeba-ish. Amoebas are one-celled creatures who are destined to take over the world. I didn't like that piece. I'm starting over. I'm going to start with a swirl. Hold it tight on the end. Twist. Bend it around itself. Now watch this. Curl this end this way, like a hook. Hook it in your swirl. Tighten it up. Let's give it a little bend right there. I don't like this one either. I'll use it for something later. Let's try again. Here we go. We're getting like a treble clef feel. Is it going to be a heart? I don't know. Sure, why not? Let's make a heart. Tuck in this sharp end here. Now, we want this to lay flat on the chest as a pendant, so we're going to flatten this. Messing with the piece, messing with the piece, messing with the piece all day. Does it lay flat? Not bad. Oh, look at that. That fits in right there. Where's this go? It's kind of nice. Let's get some 20 gauge. Parawire.com. They will be my sponsor, just wait. Let's take about 2.5 feet. And let's get this puppy going and put it through here. Bring it to the middle. I'm gonna crimp it. I'm gonna make a pretty swirl around this guy. Hopefully it'll show up later. Just wrap it around a few times. We're gonna link it through here. You know what? I change it up. I'm gonna put this aside and get all these just the way I want them before they move and I forget where they go. So I'm gonna take another little piece, 20 gauge. Let's do the amethyst. Let's get him in there. Stop fighting with me. Let's do a little swirl. It's really no right or wrong. You just learn what works and what doesn't. And then as soon as you get good at something, you do something different because you get bored. Let's thread this through. Pull tight, and the amethyst is in. Let's get that jasper in there. It's annoying me. I don't even know where the hole is. Oh, it's down there. Okay. I'm gonna go through about this much. Wrap it across the bottom of the heart. This is hard to do because I'm worried about losing where all the other pieces are, and I have such a bad memory, I'll forget. I probably should have drawn a diagram first. Oh well. Learn from my mistakes. I make all the mistakes so all of you can just have fun. This is really like my suffering. You are all enriched by my suffering. We'll wrap this around a few times and make it like a nice... Come around there. And let's make a curlicue. We'll figure out what to do with it later. Whoa, hold still, heart. Should really have someone holding this camera and zooming in on the good parts. Anybody want a job? Tell your friends. If anybody ever finds out this channel exists, I'll have like tons of people emailing me. Do people still email? How about phone messages? Has anyone ever left you a phone message in the last 2 years? Do you listen to them still? Does that make you weird or psycho? Alright, we'll put that somewhere else at some point. Let's thread him in one more time right here. Let's get the tiger's eye while we're there. Just get it right through there. Get in there, tiger's eye. Oh yeah. And crimp it to hold its spot. Wrap it around. Again. Pull it tight. This might be better with 22 gauge. You guys, 20 gauge is hard for beginners. Use 22 or even 24 or even 26 for this. I like 20 because it shows up better. It's thicker, but it can be a pain in the butt. All right, we're gonna just put this last piece right through. Could have done this with all one piece of wire, but this is fun. All right, we want this to lay flat so it shows up. So just force that in there, and then we'll give it a little curly Q twist. Oh yeah, now let's see. We're getting there. Starting to get there. Oh yeah, starting to feel it. You want to mix the elements of making it strong, tight, always tight, not too busy, because the more wire you add, the stronger it gets, but it also gets too busy. So you got to put the wire in key locations. So right now I'm trying to anchor this jasper, the top part of it, the biggest stone I have in here. Feeling pretty good about this. It's starting to feel strong. I'm going to bend this swirl up here. That's going to look pretty right there. This is kind of loose, so I'm going to use this wire to strengthen this. Okay, this one can thread through here. I'm going to wrap around the tiger's eye to anchor that better. Just a little bit. I'm going to close this with a swirl. Check the back. Check the sturdiness of it. Could use a little more sturdiness. Come around this jasper in the back here. Sometimes if you hide the wire in the back, it doesn't look as busy. Okay, now we're going to crimp these because it makes them tighter and gives it a little more interest. Straight wires are boring, usually. A curved wire is pretty, a swirly wire is pretty, a swirl is pretty. Straight, completely straight, sometimes. When you put it down, you want it to lay flat on the chest. Sometimes I'll just make it kind of concave so it really lays flat, so the outer edges are what contact the surface more. Always messing with pieces, always messing around. And how do you want it to hang? Do you want it to come straight, or do you want it to be kind of on? I want it to be like this. Voila.